Today, I've got a different kind of video. Where are we going?
Japan.
17-hour journey, but we're going to Japan for the first time. Let's go, man. We're so excited. So after about 20 hours of travel, we finally made it to our hotel room. And it's about 5 o'clock right now, and most of the Pokemon shops close at 9. So in this video, we're going to be going over most of the Pokemon shops in Shinjuku, which is the region that we're staying in, and to see what shops you should be going to if you come and visit Japan and you go to Shinjuku. So while walking towards the first store, I actually found a shop called Book Off, which has a bunch of cards. It's just a random store right next to where we're living. I'll post a link, but this shop actually has some singles and stuff like that. It doesn't have anything like too crazy, like too expensive or like a crazy variety, but they do have a lot of like modern stuff, which is cool. They've got some shinies down here too. Guys, look at this. Shinjuku is insane, man. This place is crazy. There's so many shops, there's so many lights. So we've made it to our first stop, which is Amenity Dream on the 4th floor. So straight away in here, they've got a lot of modern battle partners. I think that's like the tax-free price and then the tax price, if I'm not wrong, but they've got a lot of the cool singles, man. This is the card I'm chasing from battle partners. So we've got some vintage here. Now I've been after that Lugia. I have been after that Lugia right then. We've got this Charizard here for almost 8,000 yen. So we've just left that shop and they have some stuff. It's actually quite pricey, to be honest, compared to the price that you could get from like a Japanese supplier or whatever. So, and the cards are not that much cheaper. It's pretty much the same price as what you would find online. So yeah, that first shop, I'm not really sure if I'm feeling that one, to be honest. We're at the next stop, which is Yellow Submarine on the 2nd floor. So Yellow Submarine is actually full of cards. There's loads of cards on the wall. The prices are pretty visible. I mean, they have tons of modern stuff, a lot of shinies as well. Got all different kinds of TCGs here. But to be fair, the Pokemon's not like crazy. They've got tons of Yu-Gi-Oh as well. So what do you think of Yellow Submarine?
Meh.
Yeah, it's kind of like the other shops. Yellow Submarine didn't really have that much stock. Like they have some stuff, they have a lot of modern singles, but I don't know if Shinjuku is the best place at the moment, but we're definitely gonna go to a couple more card shops. So the next shop is called Full Comp, which is on the 3rd floor. Now this shop's reviews are a bit not great. I'll put it here. So I'm a bit skeptical about the prices and the way that they'll treat us, but you gotta give it a chance, man. So what can I say about Full Comp? They wouldn't let me record inside. They did have like a decent range of cards, but mostly modern like all the other shops. Yeah, they had like, it was weird because they had a certain price advertised, but when I asked him to get it, he actually gave me a different price, which is a bit weird. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's not really my cup of tea, to be honest. They were a little bit loud, like, I don't know, it was a bit weird, wasn't it? All right, we found an unexpected one. It's just called Trading Card Store on Google Maps. Apparently this place is actually decent and has good prices, so I'll let you guys know. Oh, this place actually has a bunch of singles as well, which is decent. This Sylveon card is so nice, man. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna pick anything up yet. This Leafeon is actually quite cheap at 7,000. I paid about 7,800 for mine. Also have PSA slabs here. They've got a Charizard first edition from Expedition. They've also got that Mewtwo and Mew card, 130,000, which is like, that's like 800 euros, man. Like 700 something pounds. You got some nice cards here though. Decent. This shop was actually pretty decent and the prices were pretty good. The only issue that I actually picked out a couple of cards to look at, but the only issue that I had was that the borders on some of them was just a bit too white for me, man. Kind of hard to find though, but it's on the, is it the 6th floor? I think it's on the 5th or 6th floor of some random like building. So, but yeah, trading card game is pretty good. We're approaching our final shop in Shinjuku. It's called Crown. I'm not sure if they're gonna let me record, but here we go. There it is, the famous Crown. So we just left Crown and I couldn't record because they were doing some kind of tournament. In terms of prices, they had some decent stuff. They actually had a couple of vintage cards, but nothing too special. And the prices were pretty crazy compared to some of the other shops. I mean, it makes sense because it's a local store, but yeah, So Shinjuku so far, I haven't even bought anything here because I don't know, I'm hoping that there's better parts of Japan, but hopefully you guys have seen a couple of shops that are decent. Daniela bought a few cards, a few cheap cards. I mean, you can get some cheap cards, but for the more expensive things, I've noticed that a lot of the cards, especially here in Shinjuku, have like whitening all around the borders and stuff, so it's not really worth it for me. So there's another honorable mention, which is the shop that I'm actually putting here right now. They were really, really friendly. I actually went there on my last day in Japan, so I didn't get any videos of it on this day because it was already quite late, but they had vintage cards, modern. They had not that much stock, but if you speak to the owner, he has some stuff that he keeps to the side. So I actually didn't end up buying anything in Shinjuku on that day because the prices were quite expensive and there was a lot of whitening. However, the three best shops, the three shops that stood out for me are Amenity Dreams, Trading Card Store, and the very last store that I just showed you guys right now. Trading Card Shop was by far the best. I ended up going back there actually on Monday. I ended up going back to a few shops on the Monday when I left Japan, and I ended up buying the Reverse Holo Charizard and some other cards. I actually picked up a Sylveon from EV Heroes for 14,000 yen there, so Shinjuku is actually pretty decent if you know what to look for. However, it's not the best place that we went to. If you guys want to see more content, I actually ended up vlogging pretty much all of my Japan trip in Tokyo, and I went to a lot. I went to like 40 plus card shops, so I went to a lot of different shops. I'm going to be posting more videos about the different areas, the best shops to go to, and some honorable mentions that I might not have got on video that I returned to at a later date. So if you guys want to see that content, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I hope you guys found value in the video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.